My name is Joanne Bourré. I am a producer here at Eastlink, and I started in 1985. I produce the New Year's Eve special that we do. I have produced Talk Nerdy that ran for 8 seasons. Aging in Action with these great women that ran for 6 seasons, I believe. And this past year, I started a show called Queens in Conversation. A new show called It's Your Turn, which is about board gaming. That's my new one. And I'm starting a new show called Realty, which is about real estate, so realty. I was always interested in photography growing up. There were always cameras at my house. And when it came time to decide what I wanted to do as a career, I'm not sure how this conversation came up, but my mom, with a coworker, he was a host of a show on Northern Cable, and he told her about the volunteer program here, which she told me, and then I came, and the rest is history. I started volunteering, and then I went away to college. I went to Canadore in North Bay, and out of college I got a job here, and Timmins actually. So I was in Timmins for a short time, and then took a transfer back to Sudbury, because that's where I'm from, and yeah, the rest is history. I think one of the first big things was the World Junior Track and Field Championships in 1988. It was pretty exciting. We had a crew in the studio and a set on site, and there were people from all around the world. It was a pretty impressive event. 1990 was, I guess, my start as a curling director here, because apparently I'm the curling expert when it comes to Eastlink. So that was 1990. It was the Pepsi Junior Championships. It was a national championship held at the Garson Arena. We were a pretty big crew. We brought people in from Timmins, like we do now. When we have big events, we bring everybody from all over to help out. I guess my background in curling, my parents were curlers, and I curled for a bit in grade 7 and 8, and then again in a ladies' league when I was older. So there, I guess that's why I know the rules, so I'm the curling master. So one of the biggest things we ever covered here in my career was the royal visit. In 1991, Prince Charles and Princess Diana came to Sudbury, and we had 2 trucks there. Our Timmins truck came, and we had our Sudbury truck, which covered the outdoor portion of the visit, and then our Timmins truck covered the indoor part of the visit. And I think we were the only crew that was live inside. There was other media inside, but we were the only ones that were live with the coverage, which was pretty exciting. When we got back after the production, we were sitting there all proud of ourselves, and we were watching some of the CTV, CBC coverage, and they did use some of our footage. And we knew which shots were ours because we knew where the cameras were, so we were like, hey, that's ours, that's pretty cool. So that was exciting. Being a community channel, a lot of times you don't have the option to do high-profile events like that, and for us to be on national television and them using our footage was a pretty big deal. So over 38 years, I've worked for a few companies. When I started, it was Northern Cable, then Regional Cable, then Persona, and now Eastlink. So a lot of changes in those years, a lot of changes in my job, a lot of changes on the channel. We went from Cable 7 to something jazzier like TV7, and then back to Cable 7, and then the box, BX1, My Town, Channel 10 News, Persona 10 News, Eastlink TV, Eastlink Community TV. I probably missed something, but that's all I remember right now, and that's quite the list. I think one of the most exciting parts of my career was when we switched over to short format. When we did BX1, it was news-esque, it was event coverage. So it was events and more was our slogan. And we were going out to all kinds of things, from like high-profile events to Sunday breakfast at the church. Like, we were covering everything. And then when we switched over to news, it was like a smooth transition, but we were news now, and our slogan was the new place, Channel 10 News, the new place for local news. I've done a lot of interesting things during my career here, but I have to say it's the people that just keep me going. I've worked with so many different people, not just in the TV department, but throughout the company. And a lot of these people I'm still in touch with. Every couple of years or so we have a get-together. Somebody will send a message on Facebook and say, hey, it's time for a reunion. And a few people come, or a lot of people come, it all depends. And there's a core group of people that I've met here that I still hang out with and call my close friends. Do I have any advice for young women wanting to be in this business? I'd say go for it. It's a very interesting business to be in. No matter what you're doing, if you're behind the camera, in front of the camera, producing, directing, there's so much to do. And I've had a great career out of it.